So how are you guys?
That
Oh, that was quick.
We are good.
That's good.
How are you guys?
Good.
doing swell.
It's hot here.
Yeah.
It's really hot for us.
How hot is it?
Well, where are you guys from again?
I'm from Wisconsin.
And I'm in
Okay.
Syracuse.
So I don't know what
Like
it is in
91
Fahrenheit.
degrees.
It's got to be like 95 degrees. Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah,
it
it's
from me.
not that hot here. We had some like stuff not that long ago, but now it's kind of cooled a little. But it's supposed to get hot again. The weather's
Yeah.
just ridiculous.
It's crazy. Yeah, a lot of fires around us, wildfires and stuff. So smoky, hot.
I feel like
Gross.
that's every summer now in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
It is, yeah.
Yep, it's pretty fucked up. Pardon my French.
Yeah, we got smoke season.
You guys just need more rain, but it just never happens.
Never comes.
So yeah, if this is everyone that's joining us tonight, we can get started.
Yep. What happens when I give thumbs up? Yeah, fireworks.
You have to download the app to do that.
Probably.
Damn it.
Check this one out. Yeah.
I feel like we've tried this before, Chris, and we fail.
It's hit or miss whenever we try. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
There's got to be other thing. Oh wait, peace symbols. That ought to do something. Yeah, look at
You
that.
get confetti.
That's nice.
Well, now we're all envious of the things you can do.
All right. If you could please introduce yourselves and the role you play in the band.
Hello, my name is Luke. Sing and play the tambourine.
I'm Connor. I play guitar and do vocals.
I'm Brad, and I play guitar and do backup vocals as well.
All right, now to get right straight to it, you guys just released your brand new EP, Emotion Sickness, a few days ago. How has the EP been received so far from fans?
Very well.
Very good, yeah. It's been crazy good.
Lots of good reviews.
Yeah, I think my favorite part is everyone's got their own favorite song. Because like the EP is so different. And it has like, at least for us, it's different. So with all these different new vibes, everybody, they like their favorite song is the acoustic song. Or their favorite song is like the interlude, It's just lots of good things. It's being received very well.
I actually have to say Wallflowers and Sunbeam are my favorites off the E EP.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
So where did the inspiration for the EP come from?
The inspiration just kind of like, we were talking about motion sickness one day in the van, and then Connor had a eureka.
Eureka. Emotion sickness, but the E's in brackets because it's like motion sickness makes you feel sick, but also being very emotionally unwell can make you feel sick as well. So we thought that was clever. And yeah, we totally thought it was original, but apparently there is another album with that name. So
Dang, you weren't original, but
no,
who cares?
but it did come from our brains, so that's okay.
Came from your brain out of the blue.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Luke, how difficult was it for you to write a song where the lyrics didn't rhyme?
It was hard. That was actually my goal, though. I was like, all right, to write a song. I want to write a chorus, not one rhyme. Still have it be like cool. And by gum, I done did it.
Did you say by gum?
Yeah, you bet.
Nice. Yeah, it's actually Luke did a great job with that course. I have a really hard time like breaking away from rhyme schemes. It's like almost impossible for me. I'm like, no, if it doesn't rhyme, it doesn't sound good. But he did a good one there.
It's really weird. It's a really weird thing to do, man.
By gum, you've done it.
By gum.
I can imagine it's pretty weird because if you're used to doing everything and making it rhyme, And then
Yeah.
trying to change it up, it definitely would make it hard for me. I mean, I used to write poems back in like middle school and stuff, and they had to like rhyme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of where I'm at. It's like it's got to be structured like that. It's hard to break away from that.
It's
Do
very
you have any
interesting.
plans to potentially do another song that doesn't rhyme?
We don't have plans for our songs. We just let them
Yeah.
come to fruition.
I might give
Whatever they
myself
want to
another
be.
lyrical challenge, but maybe not necessarily like trying to do it. I know I can do it now. So
I wonder what other lyrical challenges you could put yourself to the test with.
spell a word out with every letter of the first sentence. Or like the first sentence.
Every word rhymes with every other word.
These, trees.
That'd be complicated, actually.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
horrible.
it wouldn't be a very good song.
That would be self-serving, if anything.
So, how much fun did you guys have building your set for the Wallflowers music video?
A lot of fun.
Yeah,
I
it
love
was really, really cool.
I love doing stuff like that. I do a lot of like DIY work, carpentry and stuff on my own. So when we had the chance to do it with the band, get all the boys in, build our own set, it was really cool because we had total control over everything. And funny enough, I hurt my back at work. I'm like a delivery guy. And I like really hurt my back. I could like hardly stand up and walk. So for that video actually too, I was like severely injured. I could like hardly stand up. So the boys had to kind of like help me around and do shit for me. But
Well, you couldn't tell in the video, so.
you know
Yeah,
what?
if you look at all the
Thank
behind the scenes,
I can
Connor's on-
tell when I watch myself, I'm like, oof. Because I was yeah, like I was on a bunch of painkillers and then it seemed all right for the video, and then the next day I couldn't even get up. It was brutal. But you got to
Wear your
suffer
back
for
out.
it, right? Yeah. I know I'm getting old.
I heard you guys were gonna put the flowers up in your like, studio. Did you do that?
trying to
Not yet.
Not yet.
We got so much shit to do.
Yeah.
They're sitting there, and we'll do that eventually.
So you guys had recently played a show in Buffalo and Rochester. Actually, both the venues I haven't been to previously. How were those shows?
That
Yo,
would have
they were
been
actually, that would have been last year.
Rochester. Was that Bug Jar? In
Yeah.
Rochester.
Was
Yeah, and
that-
then Buffalo.
that was the one where someone punched me in the chest.
Yeah, but with love, out of love and out of
It was out of passion,
yeah.
but I'm nothing underneath my hoodies.
He's just skin and bones.
I'm skin and bones. That song isn't Stoller Valor. That's me for real.
So that show was pretty tight. I'm trying to remember the show in Buffalo. We've done a lot.
Buffalo. That's when those dudes came through.
No, that was Bug Jar.
Oh,
Do you happen to
Oh.
know the name of the venue that we played in Buffalo?
No, I can't remember. Bug Jar just stood out. As far as like a venue name, I can take a quick look.
I remember playing Buffalo once, and it was a real rough show.
Was that without Tim?
Yeah,
Yeah, we had to do like a run of shows without our drummer. Like was that as a 3-piece or still as a 4-piece?
that was a 4-piece.
You. Anyways, Luke used to be the drummer, so for these few shows that we had to do without Tim, he took it upon himself to like put the mic behind the kit and be the lead singer and the drummer, which was not very
Good.
good. Not to knock you down, but that's a tough thing to do.
I mean, not
The
everyone's made
older
out.
songs were easier.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't done it before as drumming and singing, it could be a little complicated.
Yeah, that's the thing, is it wasn't like something he had rehearsed, so it was just to kind of get us out of a jam.
Yeah.
Cool stories.
we could-
The shows weren't too brutal for the people.
That was one of my favorite shows because I told a joke there.
Don't repeat it.
Funny
It's not-
one. Came
it's
up
not
with
like
myself.
offensive, it's just bad.
I love jokes. Are they like dad jokes? Bad dad jokes?
They're worse.
All right.
I think the venue was Stamps.
Let me set the mood.
Okay, yeah, I remember
Let me
Stamp.
set the mood. I'm just sitting there behind the drum set. I asked the crowd, what did the bison say to his child when he went for college? Buffalo. It's supposed to be the other way around, but we're in Buffalo.
I'm gonna react to that joke right now. I put a thumbs down. Does everybody wait? No.
It rains on you.
That rain's for you, Luke. It's for you. Okay, anyways. Stamps. Chris, you said Stamps was I think. Oh, sorry, there's a motorcycle ripping around here. I'm gonna
Which one's Stamps again?
where you sat outside on the back staircase and tuned Tim's drum with my drill. You remember? We played there with Makari first time, and they drove away with their trailer open. That little like pretty small little bar.
Oh, this is that place that's like technically in Tonawanda.
Maybe, but the
I'm
one
looking
the
at it.
bathroom had like no doors on the.
Yeah, and this
the
is the one
top.
where that opening band on their merch table, they had that moon.
No.
Oh,
You're wrong.
I thought it was that venue.
Yo, I will say venues in Buffalo for some reason rarely have doors on the bathroom. That's just a Buffalo thing. I don't know what's up, but
Y'all just kind of see each other. Have a
Have a wee?
I try not to go to shows in Buffalo because of it, honestly.
yeah. I mean, I think we've done that venue and one other in Buffalo. I don't remember the other, but it'd be nice to hit a different one this time. Next time. I don't even know. Are we going there on this tour?
No, but you're coming to Milwaukee.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
And I've never been to X-Ray Arcade before.
Oh,
so.
it's a sick spot. It's really cool. They have this.
X.
They have a good. They have this food there. Is it like? What was it though? I remember it being good food. It was like a
What?
sandwich of some type.
X-ray?
Remember? Yeah, where we played with Gold Steps. They have this like famous sandwich or famous fucking. I don't know. It's good though.
I don't know. I can't help you out because I've never been there.
Well,
Oh,
are you gonna
shit.
come out? Think you come out to the show?
I'm gonna try.
Cool. Well, then you can experience it for yourself.
Oh,
Brad, we haven't heard
this
anything from you.
place. This
He's
place
mute.
rips.
You know what? I don't know how Connor remembers all of these shows. We played so many shows across the states. I don't remember any specific detail about any of them. It all
I don't
blurs
remember
together,
until I
so-
get there, and then it all comes back to me. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I remember everything.
Luke remembers things by like how or where he smoked weed in relation to said spot.
Yeah.
It's like this dude with this bong. Oh yeah, I remember that. It all
Yeah,
comes back.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
We all have our different ways of remembering things.
yeah. Or just not remembering them. That's okay.
They have a projector at X-Ray. Let's do skate vids while we play again.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
always like doing that.
Sounds cool.
Or National Geographic footage. Just
That's
staring at
something little.
monkeys.
Like a lion
Yeah.
getting a kill.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So metal.
So, do you guys have any fun stories you can share from on the road or even on stage?
Oh. Well, there's that time in Atlanta where we were riding Lime scooters, and I really hurt my ankle, and I got a scar from it. That was a cool time.
One time we had a van fire on the highway while we were driving. We had like this
Oh yeah.
inverter thing plugged in, and like the boys are kind of napping in the back, everyone's chilling, and I'm driving, and I'm like, I smell smoke. Like maybe there's a vehicle around driving in front of me that's smoking or something. It's like, no, that's coming from inside the van. And the boys must have woken up at that point, and like I think it was Brad that pointed it out. He's like, "Oh my God, there's literal flames coming out of this little like inverter box." So we had to pull off the highway and like put out the fire and air out the van. I mean, maybe that's not a fun story, but it was a good memory.
Yeah.
It was funny afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little
Yeah.
fire.
Every time someone asks me about tour stories, I'm like, all right, what is something horrific that has happened to me?
Okay, here's one that's sort of funny. We played a show. Fuck, it might have been the Buffalo show at Stamps. I think it was. And this fan of ours, this girl, I don't remember her name.
Oh, this is the one I was thinking of too.
Yeah, so this is
Yeah.
that venue. And she's like, "Oh, you guys have a place to stay? Like you can come back to my place.
No.
I live with room or whatever." Like she's like, "I live with my dad, he's got dogs. Like you can come back to the place and stay." And so we drive all the way over to her house, and like in our usual fashion, we all gather up our blankets and pillows and bags and stuff from the van, and we like make our way around the back of the house to like go in the back door, and the dogs start barking, and her dad comes like screaming out the door. He's like, "Everyone's like, shut the fuck up!" He's like yelling, and he's getting real mad that the dogs are barking, and he like pulls her aside to like have a conversation with her, and then she comes out and she's like, "Okay, well, you guys can like set up your tent out there," and like points outside of her backyard into like this dark field in the middle of the forest. She's like, "Yeah, you can just set up your tent back there." And we all like looked at each other for a second and like, "Are you serious?" And
We
she
don't
was.
have-
So I literally was like, "Okay." And I just like turned on my heel and walked back to the van and left the boys to just stand there and like, I think we're gonna go get a hotel.
I remember this because I stayed in the van. I was like, for some reason, I foresaw a bad omen. A bad omen was foreboding, and I was like, I'm not going in. I'm not even walking over there. And then
Yeah.
I see Connor walk back. I was like, how'd it go? He was like, well.
But we felt super bad because she felt horrible because she was intending to have us
cried.
like, crash in the living room. Her dad was like, "Absolutely no way." Probably by rights, like a bunch of stinky dudes from Canada coming into your house in the middle of the night. Like that's fair. I probably wouldn't let us in either.
Did you guys even have tents?
We did end, but we don't.
Yeah. It wouldn't have even fit all of us.
No, and the funny part is she wasn't even telling us we could camp in the backyard. It was like, no, you go outside the fence and you camp back behind the yard. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
She was like, I'm pretty sure there's no bears out there, so you should be good. And we were like, oh, great.
okay, good. No, she felt super bad, but we were like, you know what, it's cool. It's fine. I don't know where we ended up staying. Maybe just in the camp. But we talked about that for a long time. That was pretty funny.
That is kind of funny. It's like there's no bears. Did you bring bear spray?
Probably no bears.
So
Most of
when
our stories are actually just most of our funny stories are not actually that funny. They're just kind of like shitty situations. But maybe that's good that we can like find the humor in a shitty situation.
I mean,
Just
it's
laugh.
still kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's still kind of funny.
All right.
We've heard of another. Who else has had a fire before, Chris? Who was it that we had on that had a fire? I don't
I'm
remember.
not sure. I don't remember who that was. Was it failsafe?
It might have been. I don't remember. We know someone else had a fire and they like were going towards a tunnel and the vehicle or the van or something started on fire right before the tunnel and they were like, thank God it started then, or we probably would have been stuck inside.
Oh, it's stuck in the tunnel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But
Van
now I
fires.
can't remember who it was.
Gotta watch out for them van fires.
It's true.
Ugh. You just never know. So when I was doing my homework for this interview, I heard that Calling All Captains has never been a supporting act on a tour. If you guys
Facts.
could be a supporting act, who would you think would be awesome to go on tour with and support?
Nickelback.
Back would be like tier 1. Someone maybe more realistic,
The
like Heart
story
Attack
so-
Man or Story So Far or like Real Friends,
Knuckle
who
Puck.
we are sort of friends with, the singer.
A Day to Remember.
Data would be sick.
Luke's shooting for the stars here.
Hey,
We-
you can be
we
the sky's
almost-
to the limit, man.
Yeah.
We almost had an opening spot with Beartooth. That would have been cool.
But COVID.
But
COVID
COVID.
ruined it.
COVID
We
messes
technically-
everything up.
We technically toured with The Offspring for 2 shows.
Yeah.
So it's that.
And we did get to open up for Pierce the Veil, but that was just one show. But never like a supporting tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we always kind of had to do our own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard when I was like researching and I was listening to other interviews you guys had. That you guys have definitely headlined a lot, but never been an opening act. Which is which is not bad. I mean, if you're able to headline your own tours, why not?
Yes, I think I mean
think-
like that's specifically on tours. Like we've been opening band a lot just for like one-off shows at home and stuff for bigger bands. But yeah, I think it's not a bad thing to headline your own tours, but you gotta keep your expectations in check as a newer band doing that because you can't expect a small band go across the country and be packing out shows your first time out there. So it definitely was like we cut our teeth a lot doing that and just like playing shows to not a lot of people for not a lot of money and just doing it over and over again. And now, like on our last cross Canada tour, we were selling out shows like all the way out to Halifax, just like the far east coast. So we've been building.
You're building.
Unreal feeling.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And now we're off on another headlining tour.
Yeah.
I'm
Where
not-
would you say in Canada was your biggest show?
Edmonton.
Well, besides
well-
your hometown.
Yeah, besides our hometown, yeah, fair point, fair point. That's actually tough to say. Vancouver is always really good.
I'd say
But-
probably Calgary.
Calgary, yeah.
Vancouver, Calgary, and surprisingly enough, Regina were really sick. And Fredericton. You know what? They were all cool.
I was gonna say they were all great.
Oh, Toronto was really good. Final answer.
Final answer. Lock it in.
Lock it in. Did I win?
So, so speaking of the story so far and A Day to Remember, I saw about a year ago someone posted on the Pop Punkers Reddit that they just discovered your music and you gave the vibe of A Day to Remember in the story so far before they went to shit. Now, Luke, you commented disagreeing about the went to shit portion of it. So I got to know, what are some of your favorite and newer A Day to Remember in the story so far songs?
Okay, first off, the new, I only disagreed for the story so far. I'm not necessarily saying ADTR went to shit, but I just couldn't relate to the music anymore. Like the vibe just wasn't mine anymore. But the story so far has changed tastes with me over time. It's kind of crazy. Like when I was younger, they were writing that angsty music that I needed. But like now that I'm older, I'm starting to chill out, kind of think about life a bit more. They write music like that now. So I don't know. It's like the new songs, like track 2 on the record. What's that called? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I just know it's track 2. Watch You Go. Yeah. That song. I could listen to that song like 30 times every day.
Sing it more for us.
I could if you want. I just had to remember it.
Sometimes you just have to sing it out to remember the actual title.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, no. The new record from the Story So Far has been really dope. I really like the way they write music. They don't have a bad tune.
And then later on in that thread, someone commented, I thought it was a little funny, that your voice doesn't match your face.
Look
Can
at
you
them.
say that it does?
Does anyone's voice really match their face?
Lots do.
There's
Like
that one,
last you can believe it.
there's that one dude from that like Russian band, Alex the Terrible. His voice matches his face.
Yeah, he looks like a guy that would sound like that.
Yeah, he looked crazy.
Andy Sizik.
No, yeah, he does look like that. But we get that a lot that Luke doesn't look like he sounds. So we'll show people our songs, like we'll run into people on the street while we're unloading our gear, and they're like, "Oh, what are you guys doing? We're playing a show." So we'll end up showing them a song, and they'll try to guess who the singer is. They almost never guess Luke.
Who do they usually guess?
Everybody but.
Brad.
Yeah, Tim got it once too.
He's just so handsome. People are like,
That's
"Well,
true.
naturally." Yeah. As he tucks his hair.
He's like,
Yes.
thank you.
So I would like to say that I'm from Wisconsin. We talked about that earlier, but I'm not against you telling the crowd to calm down so some girls that are attending a show can have a good time and not be crushed by other people having crazy time. That being
Oh, yeah.
said,
You're over in Wisconsin, eh?
yes. So how do you guys deal with haters like that?
We don't. We
You
just let 'em
don't? Just let them
Uh,
hate?
Don't
I
feel the
don't negotiate with terrorists.
It's true. I tend to we've had a few hate comments, but it's like, whatever. Internet
Yeah.
trolls.
We just get depressed and then get over it. It's okay.
Yeah,
Don't feel the
just like
fire.
stuff it down inside and then just hope you play a good show and you roll through.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could write a song about it.
Yeah, we've done that.
Oh yeah, way she goes. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she don't go.
Yeah.
That's the motto up here.
So when not playing music, what is your, I guess I'll call it a regular or standard 9 to 5 if you have one?
Yeah, we all got those.
Yep.
I'm a delivery guy for a facility maintenance place, so I deliver like plumbing and electrical, all sorts of lovely things. It's super fun.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am an indigenous educator. So I go around to schools around the city and I teach them about Métis culture, history, and I teach them all how to do the jig.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I like doing that.
Yeah, and I have a business doing websites and digital marketing.
Well, that's good. I mean, you can help you guys' band with digital marketing.
Oh, and he does.
Yep.
He really roped himself into this one.
I just work at a thrift store.
Oh, nice.
Actually, did you know, Connor, that when I graduated from high school, I actually applied to the music program and was rejected because I didn't know enough music theory. And so then I was like, maybe I'll just do business so I can learn marketing stuff for the band. So that was my plan the whole time.
Hmm.
Man
You know
with a
what's so
plan.
funny? I
Now
went
you
and did that same thing. I was like, I went to the Grand McEwen and I had a meeting with like the admin or whatever who was enrolling people. And I was like, yeah, I'd like to enroll for guitar. And then they're like, okay. They gave me like a book like this thick about like shit that I already needed to know. Like I was good at playing it, you know? I thought I was going to go to school to learn. Not like I already had to know like a textbook's worth of guitar knowledge before I could even step foot inside a classroom. So I was like, okay, well, that's not happening. Then I was like, well, what about drums? Like I could play drums. And then they gave me an even thicker book. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? So I said, fuck that, fuck school. And yeah, here we are. What's good?
Yeah, I have a very similar story. I went, I think, to Nate I went to do like the uh recruitment. I don't know what day they call it or what the name is, but it's where all they like put on a whole big thing and all the future students can come see what it's all about. and I walked into the music classroom. I just got a bad vibe. It's like, no, this is not for me. It's too boxed in. Like, I like to write free. So yeah, I said fuck that. Became a delivery guy instead.
Would you say that all your jobs are pretty good at letting you guys off when you gotta go on tour?
Considering
this
I've
job
had
now.
like considering I've had like 20 jobs in the past however many years. No,
No.
no.
Only
So
now.
some jobs are good for it, but I mean like my job specifically, like delivering, companies usually can't go without a delivery guy for like 6 weeks at a time. So they gotta hire someone, and when I get back, that dude's got a job, and they're like, sorry. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Sucks.
that's the tough part, is going on the road for like 2 months and then not having any income for that time, and then coming back and not having any income and having to go lie through your teeth to get another job. It's very stressful. We make it work.
Yeah. So, our final question before we have some fan questions to ask you
Oh shit.
was what's your
Questions about
favorite?
fans?
What?
Like questions about fans? Like, do you
No,
prefer
from
ceiling-
fans, from your fans.
I like ceiling fans.
What is your favorite dinosaur?
Dinosaur. Oh, I like it.
Velociraptor. Easy.
Brad, you had that shit locked in Lloyd. I like a Brontosaurus, I think. That's the one with the long neck, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I like them guys. They get the good fruits and shit.
Was that Jurassic Park one with the horns? Was that a fake one?
Like that kind of looked like a
Triceratops?
T-Rex.
Yeah.
It looked like a T-Rex, but it looked like it had devil horns.
No, that's an Allosaurus.
Oh, he knows.
It's a real dinosaur. Yes. So
Yeah.
you like Allosaurus then?
Okay.
Allosaurus.
Yo, we got our own dinosaur here. It's called Albertosaurus.
We do.
Discovered it here in Alberta, and it's like a T-Rex, but it's either
I think
bigger.
it's bigger. Hold on
I
one
think it's
second.
bigger, yeah.
Albertosaurus.
Change my answer to Albertosaurus.
Yeah, about 11 feet. Now I'm gonna check a T-Rex.
I think T-Rex is a little bigger than that,
No,
but
We're getting the specs on these dinosaurs.
actually, you know what? Albertosaurus is like maybe a foot shorter.
so it's like,
Could still
It's like
kill a
people
lot of
do.
things.
It's like Mario and Luigi.
all right.
The real
It's like-
question would be who would win in like a battle?
Oh,
Between
Albertosaurus.
Mario and Luigi.
Both.
no, you know what? I think the Albertosaurus would win. It looks a lot leaner. It's longer than it.
Beer, fucking smoke a couple darts.
Does it have longer? Does it have longer arms?
Yeah, and it's more slender, and it would like pull up in like a Ford F-150 with like black smoke out the side and
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
confuse the T-Rex. And then it would bear mace him in a mall.
Yeah, our province gets a bad rap. That was just a little
Province is known for a few things.
Alberta joke for you.
Yeah, little Alberta joke ski.
Nice. So we're gonna move on now. We did submit a thing on our story that you guys shared on yours for fans to submit questions. Our first question comes from Can't Catch a Break 6. What was your initial thought when people say how much your music has helped them?
That's why we do this shit.
Yeah, my initial thought is my heart becomes warm, and it gives me another reason to stay doing it. Because it's hard to, honestly, with all the struggles of being in a band and how much it can like uproot your life and detour it in however way it may. That's comments, and those are the things that make us want to do it. So
Yeah.
A little windy there, eh, Luke?
yeah, it's windy as hell. I I'm gonna just
I can hear that.
Right. And
Anyone
from-
else?
Oh, good.
Did you have any
Yeah.
other thoughts?
No, pretty much exactly what Luke said. Like that's why we do this. We love to hear when our music can connect with people and help them through tough times. That's like it's like adds more depth to what we're doing. It's
Yeah,
very cool. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Music got me through all of my hardest times growing up, so that's the reason why I wanted to start a band. So that's always awesome to hear.
Definitely warms your heart.
And from official Sammy Good, what was the moment for each of you that made you go, okay, I want this and we can do it?
Sammy Good, making you think.
Yeah, I don't know what for me, I don't know if it was one moment or like seeing the growth. One thing I'll say is like when we started this band, and probably a lot of bands when they start, especially in today's day and age where you're based a lot in social media and stuff, all of our interactions used to be like from our friends. Like we would know everybody that commented on our stuff. We would know everybody that was at our shows. And then recently, sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. There's these loud ass motorcycles that keep rolling down my street.
can't hear them actually.
Oh, okay, just me then. Anyways, we've noticed this gradual shift away from like just having our friends in the front rows and singing the songs to like people that were complete strangers. And now we've sort of like developed relationships with them as fans, and like they're always commenting on our stuff and messaging. So we get to know these people after meeting them time and time again, going on tour. And then you sort of like look forward to seeing them when you go. You know you're going to their city and you hope they come out and you see them, and it's like it's exciting. We're like making friends all over the place. So that's one thing for me. Um just like being part of other people's lives in an important way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I can pick any like one particular thing, but it's just kind of like just like at some point like it's so close to like ruining your life sometimes. Like you go on tour for 2 months and come back and have no job and you're out of money, and there's just like sometimes where you're like, not sure how much longer you can do it, and then something happens and something, or like something magical happens or something comes through, and you just keep going and going, and eventually as things build, we just like I don't think any of us expected it to really go anywhere or do anything from the beginning, and just as we've kept going, things have just got crazier and crazier, and we've got so many cool opportunities, and every time something like that happens, I think it gives us a little bit more like hope, or like the will to fight on and keep going.
Yeah. Did Luke hear the question?
What was the moment that made you guys think you like if it was possible, right?
Yeah, that you wanted this and you can do it.
Well, the moment that I wanted this was, I think it even transcends the band, because like I'm a Métis dancer, so like I've been on the stage since I was 9 years old, dancing in front of people and hearing a crowd applause. And for some reason, when I was just a little boy, I just liked making people have a good time. I liked making people smile, making people laugh. And when I started to play music, like I started to play guitar lots, one moment for me that I knew for sure I wanted it was I watched Green Day's Bullet in a Bible DVD. And I was like, this is what you can do with music. Like, this is how many people you can reach and like better their lives and like make them smile, laugh, have a good time with friends. Like that was something that always stuck out to me. And then what really made me believe it was I was always a drummer, and I was like, Connor was always playing guitar. Like me and him are best friends. We've been best friends for 15 years. So when I moved up to being a vocalist, it's like I had so many other different sides of anxieties for myself because it was something so new to me. But I think the moment that like made me believe it was like possible was when we were like all in the studio and I heard the track back with me singing, and it had such a new edge and a new style of creativity for the band, and it was something that we were all kind of hoping for the band in a way. That's what kind of made me believe that we could do it. It was just hearing the music for me. It was just like it's like I nearly had a damn mental breakdown in the studio because like I was just like I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it, and the boys were like, yes, you can. And it's that type of environment that like I believe we could do something. I never expected all of this. I just knew that I wanted to play music and have people enjoy themselves, but do it with these guys. Do it with my best friend, do it with like people that really support the music end of this, and the creativity aspect of this whole thing is like very important to me in my life. It's like all of our lives now, they're so busy, and like the band is like our only sense of solace almost from the craziness, even though it's got its own sense of craziness, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I don't know.
The different crazy.
What? Yeah, wanting it and believing we could do it is like two edges of the sword for me.
Yeah. So the next question is from It's Dark and I Need a Username.
That's pretty funny.
Who survives a zombie apocalypse and who becomes a zombie meal?
I'm a zombie immediately.
Connor survives for sure.
Yeah, Connor survives, but he keeps me around as a zombie because he feels bad for me.
Oh, what's that movie where that happens?
I need you like how Glenn uses a zombie, or no, well, someone from Walking Dead has like their own zombie to walk
Oh,
around.
Michonne.
Michonne. Yeah.
And she carries like, yeah, she has like, I'll be like the zombie in the back. I still got a toucan.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
No, but okay, what's the one where it's literally two best friends and the one guy becomes a zombie, and at the end of the movie he's got him in the basement. It's like the English version of like Zombieland.
Oh, I can't think of it. I don't even know if I've seen it.
I don't think I've
I
seen.
gotta look this up.
I just remember like in Walking Dead, they had that one zombie that they kept as like a pet to like attack other people in the junkyard.
Shaun of the Dead. That's what it is.
Shaun of the Dead. Oh, yes.
I think I've seen that, but I don't remember it. Okay, no, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
And all of a sudden there's a bird.
There is. Oh, what the fuck?
Okay. Out of me and Tim though, are we surviving or zombie?
I
Are you
think
gonna
Brad
be
would
eaten?
survive with me, and Tim would be fucked.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's Luke and Tim show.
You guys survive, the other two die. Or turn into zombies.
And live forever?
Yeah.
If that's considered living.
All right, let's see if I can pronounce this one. It's either Meghazvan or Megazvan.
You know this person.
Awesome. What is each member's guilty pleasure pop hit?
Did you say outfit?
Pop hit. Although, if you
Oh.
want to answer what your favorite guilty pleasure outfit is, too, I don't think I'm good with that.
It's shorts. I hate shorts. I'll wear them, but only in secret.
Guilty.
But let's see, my favorite pop hit. I don't know. I love pop music. It's not a guilty pleasure for me. Right now, I really like Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. That shit's a banger.
Mine would be Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. It's got that
Nice.
sick ass guitar lick.
Nice.
Yeah, just banging
I know-
song.
No, you were chill like that.
Mm.
Do you ever hear the Folds version of that? Every band in the USA?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a band called The Fold. I believe they were from Chicago, but they have one that's every band in the USA. They did a little parody.
Oh,
Like- Like a good parody. I
You'll have
suppose
to check it out.
yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
Connor doesn't
You got
listen to
you
pop
got one,
hit.
Connor?
I don't know if it counts, but I like Raise Your Glass by Pink.
I guess it counts.
That counts, yeah.
It is a
Pink
pop
rock,
song,
man.
yes.
We used to cover that song. Went hard.
Yeah, man, we did a ripping cover of that song.
How come we don't cover it anymore?
Just Let's
Well,
play our own music. It just took up set time.
You guys should just
We
do
got
a
so many
cover,
songs.
some cover songs, and do a little EP of covers.
eventually that's Yeah.
That's the plan eventually. Oh,
yes.
Yeah, when we got money to throw at a studio.
yeah.
Right now, we have to really use our budgets wisely.
I know how that goes. Budgeting.
Facts.
So, next question was from The Runes of Us.
Okay, we know them too. Yeah.
You know all these people, see? What's the
Like what?
best part of being on tour?
Being on tour.
Just being on yeah, it's like the closest thing I'll ever get to a Pokemon adventure.
For me, it's going new places. I love to see new places.
A Pokemon adventure.
Are you Pokemon going while on tour?
No,
No?
I should be. I used to lots actually, but my phone's always like dying for some reason. I always got like 20%.
Because you're always on it, brother. You never put it down.
Makes sense.
That
Yeah.
does happen.
You figured it out. Well,
Wise man. How about you, Brad? Anything?
I think my favorite part of tour is it's kind of the same. It's just like it's like a whole different it's like a whole different life. Like we talk about this every time we go on tour. We're like when we get in the van and we're on tour again, it's like we never left. And you're like we're right back in it, and it's like an alternate universe. And when we come home, it's like we're in like stuck in like the other worlds and having to do like the 9 to 5 and the same old boring stuff. But on tour, it's like anything is possible. You see a new city every day, meet new people, try new foods, try new restaurants, and it's like the best part of living.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I'll never
it's
forget
like-
when we went to the UK with Chief State in like 2017, and I was just like, it's like when you're sitting alone somewhere and you ponder the questions. It's like I was just sitting and I was like, man, if I didn't play music, if I didn't want to play music at all, I wouldn't be here. Like that's
Yeah.
something insane to think about. Like I remember my mom and dad growing up, I was always asking them like, did you go to this place? And they're like, yep. And I was like, wow, always just blew my mind. But now they're asking me because like I don't know, it's just crazy.
You're traveling more than they are now.
Yeah. And they're old, like they had a whole life. Like they're in their 70s.
Yeah, that's something I experienced too, actually. Like when I see my family now, all of my family that I haven't seen in forever, my younger cousins, we'll be watching a movie or something, and they'll be like, "Have you been to this town?" And I'll be like, "Yep." And they're like, "Have you been here? What about this one?" And like, yeah, it's just super cool to have traveled so many places all because of music.
Yeah. I haven't traveled too much. I've only been to Canada once, and it was Niagara Falls side Canada, but that was about it.
That's
Yeah,
yeah.
you dipped
Niagara Falls is-
you like dipped your toenail, not even your toes.
yeah, you got to come to British Columbia if you want to see Canada.
I know. I've always heard like from like Washington and then driving up into Canada there, like to Vancouver and everything is like really beautiful.
Yeah, it's
So I mean,
nuts.
I would love to do that at some point in my life, but we'll see. I got to win the lottery first.
Or join a band and go on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, or go to Montana.
Yeah. Is Montana
Montana
like
Rip.
Canada?
I
Yeah.
recently drove to Salt Lake City from Alberta, and Montana actually ripped. I was so impressed by their mountainscape. It was like really, really cool.
Yeah, I think my husband wants to take a trip out west sometime, so maybe we'll make it to Montana.
Do it.
Yeah.
Next fan question.
Next one is from S_colon. Who would you most like to collaborate with?
Musically?
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, you know what? Heelys.
Musically, yes, Heelys. Perfect.
Not
Nailed it.
musically, just collab. I want to call in all captains Healy. I want people zip zooming with like calling all captains flowers right on their shoe.
I think
That'd
I
be
tried
sick.
on a pair of Heelys once and I was not going anywhere except for on my ass.
That's how it starts. It's like cigarettes. The first time's not very cool, but you gotta keep doing it. Maybe that's a bad analogy.
You're supposed to
Musically
be
for
teaching
me,
kids to not smoke anymore, right?
yeah, I guess they just go right to
Yeah.
vaping now. Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like I
It
only
is
vape
true.
if I'm not smoking cigarettes. I love cigarettes, but they just don't taste good anymore. What I'll say though for music, I want Chad Kroger to be on a song, and I fully believe, and I'm manifesting it, that it's totally possible. We're both from Alberta. It's got to count for something. There's not a lot of us out here.
But we're willing it into the universe, so hopefully, maybe it'll happen.
You never know.
Never know.
Anyone else have any collaborations they want to do?
One of my big ones would be um, Dallas Green from Alexis on Fire. I remember when I was in college, I remember like seeing them come to my college bar, and I had like just discovered them and went to like see the show, and there was like 10 or 15 people there, and I couldn't believe it. And they still like played the same show they would for 15 people that they would for 500 or 5,000. And yeah, I always had huge respect for that band, so that one's always been on my list.
And you, Connor?
I would have to say I would love to write some guitar parts with Ian DeSaw from Billy Talent, another Canadian band. He writes the fucking sickest riffs ever. Here, check this shit out.
Gotta
Come
keep
on.
talking.
Come on, do it. Oh, do I have? Yeah, I just go.
Oh, no thumbs.
No
Yeah.
thumbs. It doesn't like I love you in sign language.
Uh. Yeah. So the Billy Talent guitar player, Ian. He's got that
That'd be
cool
great.
ass kicker too.
Yeah, that'd be
Is that
cool.
what you're going? Is that what you're going for?
Don't call
He's
him out
just
for his
biting his
secret.
grip, bro.
You weren't supposed to call him out like that.
No, you know what? Honestly, no. If you look at his hair and think about his job, he looks like Fry from Futurama.
A little bit, a little bit.
True.
Turn this way.
Oh, you're talking about me?
Yeah, he's Fry.
Wow.
That might be some next social media content right there.
And I'm Bender.
Yeah. Mm.
Yep.
Futurama social media content. Get your brains thinking.
Yeah.
So our last fan question is really not a question, I don't think. It's from Costin Music, and they
Oh.
just said it's as shrimple as that, and then
Love
3
it.
shrimp emojis.
Hearts
yeah.
for Costin. Wait, I'm gonna do it again. Check this out.
Yeah. For everybody listening who has Facebook, we have a Facebook group called Calling All Captains Shrimp Posting. Just me.
Ah. I was wondering if there was a story behind that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't explain further than that. You have to join and find out for
You have to
yourself.
join. You know, yeah. You have to. You gotta know. If you know, you know.
You know, you know. We'll have to take a look for that. And then, not sure who runs your Instagram page, but whoever it is submitted a question of their own through the story.
I did. I didn't realize you were reading
You
out the username, so I was just waiting for this moment.
It's from Calling All Captains. Oh my gosh, the very last question. Who is your favorite
Could've
anime
left that
character?
out.
Yeah.
Alas.
Who is your favorite anime character and why?
No, this counts for Dragon Ball Z.
Only one of us could answer this. It is Luke.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the anime one.
Yeah.
Well, anime extends to a lot of different things.
Like what?
Dragon Ball Z.
That is
I
a
know
lot.
at least one episode of Dragon Ball Z.
But who's
Is
your
that-
favorite character?
So who's
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Just-
you're the only one that's going to answer this question apparently.
I was just waiting for somebody else, I guess. Luffy from One Piece.
And why?
Because I feel like Because I feel like Luffy sometimes. It's like life is like a, I don't know, you just gather up people in your life, much like gathering a crew on a ship. And it's like these people you choose to stay on your ship really affect your life for the better if you let them. So that was one of the coolest aspects, and that's one thing that I like about Luffy is that he's kind of an idiot too. I'm kind of an idiot,
Checks
but the
out.
boys like me still. They still support me. They support the vision.
Yeah.
Anything is possible. Nothing is impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
Positively and
This could be taken negatively and positively. That's the best thing about it. Am I going to be late? Nothing's impossible. Are we going to blow up? Nothing's impossible.
It's true.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So
Yeah,
Brad and
connect-
Connor, you don't watch any anime at all.
No.
what counts as anime? Like any
Okay.
anime go?
Well, it has to be like,
Um,
Japanese.
They have to be Japanese.
I don't know.
Avatar gets
How about
passed.
you can tell us your favorite animated movie if you'd like.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, does Avatar count?
Avatar gets a pass. It's like done so well.
Which Avatar are you talking about, Brad?
Not the blue people.
No, yeah, the anime one, the Last Airbender.
Even though it's made in America, it gets a pass. It's so dope.
Yeah, I watched that one. I really like that one.
Have an answer, but you're not gonna like it. Archer.
That's an American one. You know what? I'll give you that one.
Who's gonna give
See,
it to
I
you?
don't
He doesn't watch a lot of animated stuff, so I'll give him this.
Yeah, that's my final answer.
See, I go old school. I would go like Inuyasha, and like I just like Inuyasha and Inuyasha. But then if I'm getting a little more into like movies, I pick like Nausicaa because she's a badass.
Yeah, that's cool. Nice.
But yeah, I'm a little bit into anime too, so I was like, oh well, they want to know anime stuff. I got some.
Anime rips.
I'm even wearing my Kelsifer shirt.
That's so sick. Yeah, there's one thing that about anime that I really like is that they have these one shows called Slice of Life where literally nothing happens. It's just like people living their regular lives with like inconvenient problems solved by the end of the episode next week. Hey, oh look, there's a cat. Big
Yeah.
episode. That's the shit that makes I love that stuff.
Is the Boondocks anime?
You know what, man? So close. It's like it should count in my opinion. That's like one of the funniest fucking shows I've ever seen.
I don't know a character from it, but yeah, that shit was funny.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could consider like Futurama almost anime, but not really.
Not really.
All right. Well, that was the last question, which was a question you asked that nobody else really had answers to except you.
Surprise, surprise.
Is there anything else you guys would like to add to the end of the interview?
Yeah. If you're listening or hearing about us for the first time and you're at the end of the interview, check us out by going to callinallcaptainsband.com. And if you want to catch a show, see if we're coming to a town near you by going to callinallcaptainsband.com/tickets. Everything else is on there.
Yeah. Everything's on the social media and the website.
Follow our Instagram. We post funny things there.
Yeah, you
They take us hours to film and edit.
miraculously like summon your bandmates.
Yeah, man, you guys saw that phasing shit.
You saw the channeling one.
Yes. I thought it was hilarious.
Nice.
I have powers.
Yeah. Powers. I wish I had powers.
Well, thank you guys for having us on.
Yeah, thanks for
Appreciate it.
coming
Yeah,
on.
thanks for coming on.